A whole lot in the automotive industry can change in just one model year. So just last April, I owned the GR Corolla 2023 Core Edition with the performance pack, the cold weather package, and the technology package. But here, today I'm with the 2025 GR Corolla, the Premium Plus track package, and some things are different on here, and I want to discuss those things on how it compares to my car, and I'll give it a review, a driving point of view perspective later on in the video. But the first thing that has changed, the torque is up. So the Morizo edition, if you remember that, the rare four-door version with only two front seats, the rest had nothing in the back. So we got the torque tune from that. So it goes from 300 horsepower and the torque went up from 273 to 295. So you're definitely going to notice that driving around on a day-to-day basis. And the price is going to be up to $48,000, and they rearranged the trims. You got Core, Premium, Premium Plus. It's no longer a Core, Circuit Edition, and Morizo. The biggest change is going to be the options of the transmission. So from 2023, 2024, we could only get the manual transmission. In 2025, they added the automatic transmission, 8-speed auto. So rejoice for you guys that don't like the third pedal. You can now buy you a GR Corolla and drive it. Fun fact, buying one of these also gets you a free access to a NASA track. So I had that on my GR Corolla, I just never used it. Fuel economy, it's gonna be 21 in the city, 28 on the highway. I've been averaging about 23. Up under the hood, we have a unique 3-cylinder engine, 1.6 liters, turbocharged, 100 horsepower per cylinder. For 2025, this front grille is gonna be revised for aero. It's a little bit different looking, a little bit more aggressive. This car does have a wide body compared to your stock Toyotas, Corollas. Looks completely different. We do have hood vents, functional hood vents coming out the front, brake cooling ducts on the side. Got our bigger brake packages on these. They're standard now across all trims, black mirrors. On the top, this is what I like about the highest trim. Used to be the Circuit Edition. The Premium Plus is going to have this carbon roof. That's exclusive to the highest trim now. And this is going to be on Blizzak, so winter tires for this setup. Coming on to the rear, we do have triple outlet exhaust. And what's not so great about the GR Corolla, it's the main reason I sold mine, it's just not that practical. Kind of small back here. We do have an optional brace bar for extra rigidity, but if you got a family hauling up in here, it's not going to be the most spacious vehicle. And that's going to carry on to the back seats. It's just not that spacious. Move on over, Book. Coming on up in here. Gotta watch my head. Slide it on up here. And then once you get in, you got about 2-3 inches of room above your head. Sitting behind myself, my knees touch the seat. So it's rather cramped back here. Narrow vehicle as well. The front passengers sit very close to each other. And for those of you that care, no vents in the rear. I upgraded the wing on my Core. And since this is the top level, it normally had a bigger wing. I'm not sure because sometimes the press cars don't have all the right features on there, but it had a bigger wing which looked more aggressive. I'm not sure if this is the standard now. We have parking sensors now in the back and in the front. But coming into the vehicle, the seats. These seats are super comfortable, soft, very supportive. Micro suede inserts, like those a lot. Racing inspired seats. And what I do like about this Premium Plus trim that my Core didn't have is not on a whole lot of spec sheets, but the added soft touch points. This is soft leather here. We do have leather wrap material on the dash, so it looks more upscale. As it is more upscale, we have leather stitched just console pieces. Looks much nicer and feels much nicer. Steering wheel too. And what I did not have on my GR Corolla was a head-up display. Touchscreen is basic Toyota. Same old format, same old system. It's a little bit slow at times. Actually, I had a black screen before I came out here for the first time. I had problems with my infotainment on my GR Corolla as well, but this one I just saw the black screen once. Down below, we do have a wireless charging pad, heated seat controls. The phone doesn't slide around as much. They did have a rubber piece in here. So in mine, it was just smooth plastic. My phone used to just slide all over the place. The drive modes, they changed the naming of it. So we got normal mode, you push it in for track mode, which is what I believe to be 50-50. To the right is gravel, which is what I believe to be 30-70, 30 in the front, 70 in the rear. And normal is going to be 70 in the front, 30 in the rear. Auto rev match was this IMT button. There is no armrest in the center. That is weird, but you can buy an armrest. The regular Corollas come with an armrest. This one doesn't. The new addition, when you press on the brakes, you're going to see that illuminated at the bottom of the cluster, right below the RPMs. And when you go into sport mode, we're going to notice that the cluster changes. Notice that we got 0 and 2 very close together. But once you get up to 4, that's where the thick of the power band is going to be. 4, 5, and 6. And we got the red line at 7,000 RPM. So this is the meaty portion where you want to be in. That's where all the power is at up top. And we'll demonstrate that when we drive right about now. First thing I want to do is test the brakes. Almost all, but I didn't. Maybe I shouldn't do brake tests when stuff always flies on the floor. These tires are loud as they are winter tires, and now it's kind of too warm for them, 57 degrees right now. But the stock tires that came on these were not that loud. On my personal car, I had the Vertestein Windtrack Pros. They did excellently during the snow seasons. Gotta go on to our moon simulator so we can see how harsh or not harsh the GR Corolla rides. And we're also gonna have some dirtish roads back here. It's the best I can do, guys. Construction season's here, and we got a lot of projects here in Michigan to get done. Suspension is firm. Oh look, gravel. That's what the car was made for. And let me change the setting to, let me do 30-70. No, we'll do, yeah, let me do 30-70. That's what I normally prefer to drive in. Getting bounced around up in here. But the car was built for roads like this. Well, not like that. That was a horrible pothole. Turn on up in here so we can test out our turning radius. That last pothole was pretty harsh. They gotta fix that ASAP because it wasn't that bad not too long ago. We don't have a 360-degree camera in here, but I'm just gonna fully lock the wheel. Passes with flying colors. Every time you see a Toyota, just assume it's going to pass that test with flying colors. Unless it's a Tacoma or Tundra, those things suck at turning radius, that is. But you don't get beat up too bad with the firm suspension. It is A-okay. From a dig. That power band is all up top. Now with the added torque, it feels impeccable. Nice blow-off valve noises. Very firm suspension. We got the power to get up. Right there in the thick of that power band. Kind of falls off up top. As long as you stay between that 4,000, 6,500, you are golden. It does have adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, where it will hold the line. It's a pretty good system. We do have a few customizable screens up in the cluster. Like right now, we got a tire pressure, boost gauge. Can look at our power distribution, compass. It's a bunch of different options that you can choose. I feel like that is going to the front bias, but I guess they're all the same. Yeah, you can put in 50-50 track mode now. 3 different customizable screens. Fuel economy, because I love to see it. 200 miles almost on this car, 194.5. 69 miles till empty. Might as well change that. That's where you race car friends. Driving on the highway. In this example, we're hearing a lot of road noise due to the tires. Exiting the highway. Downshifting. Shifter is really good. Personally, it's not in the top tier of the shifters that I've driven. It's the tier below those. But handling is going to be top tier. This powertrain is top tier too. I really enjoy this 3-cylinder engine. A lot of people gripe that it's a 3-cylinder, but who cares, man? It does what you need it to. It doesn't even feel slow at all. It's going to handle extremely well, and it's very responsive. Throttle response is very quick. Hear the little blow-off noises once you let your foot off the accelerator. It's a great enthusiast vehicle, and honestly, I myself would have kept my GR Corolla over my Integra Type S had it not been for the size. It's just too small for me and my daily needs. But the fun factor in this vehicle is all there. This is the epitome of a fun vehicle. It's not too many more vehicles out there that's more fun than this. On my list of vehicles that I named the most fun that I've owned, this was number 2, right after the M2 competition. And now it'll be 3rd place because the car that I traded this in for, my Miata, that's the most fun car I've had. So, but for a one-car solution, if you don't have a lot of baggage to carry, kids, pets, and stuff, this will be the right one. This will be my first choice, even over the Civic Type R. This fits me. Why? Go. That's why his car messed up in the front, driving like that. But like I said, over the Civic Type R, this is my choice. All-wheel drive, especially being here in Michigan during the snowy months, the Civic Type R and Integra Type S isn't as fun to drive because front-wheel drive in inclement weather just isn't fun. All-wheel drive with selectable drive modes where you can send the power mainly to the rear with a handbrake, especially with the handbrake, that is fun. That's where it's at. Shifter does feel rubbery at times. Sometimes it's not as precise. One time I couldn't get it in the gear. Not that I couldn't, but it didn't go in there smoothly. So it is not the greatest. It's not the perfect shifter. It's a great shifter though. Impeccable. This powertrain is excellent until you want to tune it. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. Is that one of those cars sounding like that? Prius. That's a fun car to drive too, especially for the efficiency. This car will pull. Love the blow-off valve noise. Come on, Prius. Let's get on over. Steering feel on here is very light. The clutch pedal, the brake feel is great. And I already spoke about the shifter, but the steering is ultra light. I wish they put more feedback into the steering. I feel like driving one of these, you can handle any curve, super approachable, especially at the limits. I've driven one of these on the track, and if you haven't, check out the comparison I did between my WRX TR and the GR Corolla. I'll talk more about the driving impressions of it, but it's just an excellent car to drive. And go check out the video I did with my GR Corolla, my former GR Corolla, at the track, Gingerman Raceway. I was able to get to the limits, and yeah, you'll just see my thoughts on there. Go check it out. I'll link it down if I remember. Out of all the vehicles in the class, the WRX, the Elantra and Civic Type R, Integra Type S, Volkswagen Golf R, which I've had the least amount of time in that one, the GR Corolla would be my first choice as an enthusiast. And if you can make it work for your lifestyle, being like the lack of practicality that it does have, I say go for it. This would be my top choice. The most fun in the class in my experience. It's not the fastest at the track. It has a respectable 0 to 60 time, but if you don't care about that, it's only like tenths of a second slower. So, and then if you throw in modification, who knows what the limit is going to be. But in stock form, it's the total package for me as far as how fun goes. Like I said, it's not as practical. I can't let that slide, because I would own one of these if it were more practical. I would have never got rid of. I would have traded my Integra Type S and kept this car had it been a smidgen bigger for my family needs. And that's kind of where the WRX fills in. It's this recipe, but a bigger package. That's it. And I like the WRX a lot less than this car. So this car this is how they all should be, GR Corolla. So let me know what you think about the GR Corolla. Where do you rank it among the other cars? I want to see your list of cars as well, how you rank this class of vehicle. Like I said, this is my top choice for it. So huge thanks to Toyota for providing me with the GR Corolla one more time for the one time. I definitely missed this car. Do I regret selling it? I don't regret selling any car really. It's just an experience. But this is one of the experiences that I do miss having and that I enjoy the most. It's just a super fun car. Playful. That's it. Just a playful car. Ton of character. Man, even the exhaust sounds good from a 3-liter engine. Like, that don't even sound right saying, but this is a great car. Exciting. Toyota reliability. And a lot of people clown the BRZ and the Super for being collaborative efforts, but this, if that's your thing, if you like, hey, I want my Toyota to be all Toyota, this is the Toyota for you. Made fully in-house, JDM car. So, okay, thanks, bye.